Because today, the Fire Nation attacks.
Greetings fanboys and fangirls, I'm ERod and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. Now that I have gained the ability to travel in and out of the worst fanboy films of all time, I have decided to revisit a few old favorites, so I can deliver my own personal brand of fanboy vengeance. Which brings us to M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender. The animated series that this travesty is based on, Avatar: The Last Airbender, is considered to be one of the greatest animated shows of all time. An action-adventure epic filled with magic, mythology, and meaningful social commentary. The movie that Nickelodeon and Paramount pooped out in 2010 had none of these things, as they forcefully tried to cram a narrative that was meant to be serialized into a 3-act story, a move that completely derailed any prospects of turning this property into a movie franchise, and made us all question M. Night Shyamalan's abilities as a director.
Where's Zuko and Katara?
You mean the whitest kids ever? Interesting fact, there are no white people in the Avatar universe. Mongolian, Chinese, Inuit, Eskimo, Korean, and Tibetan are the only cultures represented in the series, and yet they chose white actors to play his best friends. Man, that's awkward.
What? Who are you?
I'm the real Fire Lord.
Did I just say Tibetan in the last scene? I meant to say Tibetan. Anyway, I wish that the racial miscasting would have been this movie's biggest mistake, but sadly it doesn't end there, as none, and I do mean none, of the characters were casted or portrayed correctly. This is especially sad when it comes to Katara, who is one of the greatest epic heroes of the 21st century. Why? I'll explain. Like most epic adventure stories, Avatar follows the model of Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey, in which a protagonist that comes from humble beginnings meets some kind of an all-powerful being and joins him on a dangerous quest, in which this seemingly insignificant character ends up being a great savior. For some reason, people tend to think that it is Aang who is the one that goes on the aforementioned hero's journey. But that is completely wrong. It is Katara that goes on the hero's journey. And seeing her evolution from a lowly villager to the badass waterbender that defeats Azula is one of the greatest pleasures that this series has to offer. But none of that arc is present in this movie, as Katara was reduced to nothing more than a pointless sidekick, bringing nothing of value to the story. Hell, even Mr. I Love Boobs and Explosions Michael Bay over here gave Katara actress Nicola Peltz a hell of a lot more to do and a far more meaningful role in Transformers: Age of Extinction. And that, my friends, is really sad. Now if you excuse me, I gotta get back to the South Pole.
I will take you back to my father, Avatar, so I can restore my honor. You can redirect fire?
I burn with the fury of 1,000 fanboys. I am fire. Oh my god. Are you crying?
Shut up! You don't know my struggle. You don't know how hard I have fought to restore my honor.
Do you need a Kleenex? You're seriously welling up. Okay, yes, I admit it. Zuko has one of the most tragic backstories in the series. He lost his mother, his father burnt him and exiled him, but that didn't stop the Zuko from the series from being a complete and total badass who uses his anger as motivation for his quest to restore his honor. You, on the other hand, always look like you just finished watching Steel Magnolias. Here, fix your face. You're representing the Fire Nation, for crying out loud.
Okay, so they didn't get any of the characters right. Zuko's a crybaby, Katara's a pushover, Sokka's about as funny as a cinder block to the balls. But all of this could have been forgiven if they at least got the titular character right. Yeah, no such luck there, Chief. One of the most intriguing elements about the cartoon is that Aang, for all intents and purposes, is nothing more than an immature, goofy little kid. The last person on Earth one would imagine would save the world. But at the same time, he is so pure-hearted and likable that you can't help but root for him. The Aang in this movie has the personality of overdue math homework, the charisma of a fart in an elevator, and is about endearing and relatable as a reality show about rich people. Even the cheesiest, silliest, most low-budget movies still have great protagonists. That is what helps them endure. This movie has one of the worst... Hold on. You hear that? I'm hearing something, but it's a bit confusing. I'm either hearing somebody rousing some troops into battle, or Ben Stein reading books on tape. I better go check this out.
Earth Kingdom prisoners, you are proud and strong people.
Holy merciful Seuss, you suck at delivering epic speeches. However, I think there's a far bigger problem with this scene that is far beyond the help of a rousing speech from a 12-year-old. In the series, the Earth Kingdom internment camp is located on a ship that's way out in the ocean, far away from any kind of Earth. And without Earth, for the Earthbenders to bend, they are pretty much defenseless and at the mercy of the Fire Nation. Now, can anybody tell me why changing the location of the Earth Kingdom internment camp in the movie doesn't work? Anybody? Anybody? Really? You're on land, you idiots! Everything around you is a weapon. You can knock down the walls with giant boulders. You can open up the ground underneath the guards and swallow them whole. Instead, you're just standing around with your thumbs up your butts, waiting for a middle schooler with an arrow pointing at his nose to tell you to escape. What is wrong with you?
Should we escape now?
Jeez. No wonder the Fire Nation's winning the war. You know what? Stay where you are. You're fine.
No! People of Earth Kingdom, listen to
Guards,
me!
look! It's the Avatar! What a loser.
Outside of omitting meaningful subplots and misrepresenting important characters, what is this movie's main problem? Well, it's actually quite simple. This movie has no build-up. Think of your favorite film series, Star Wars, Harry Potter, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now think of all the pivotal moments. Luke learning that Vader is his father, Harry confronting Voldemort for the first time, the Avengers assembling during the Battle of New York. All these moments are meaningful because they were built up to throughout the course of several movies. The Last Airbender doesn't have that at all. While the series takes its time throughout the course of 20 episodes to build up to these epic moments, the movie tries to do the exact same in the span of 3 acts, and boy did it not work, as these so-called epic and climactic moments fall flatter than a 2x4. Now if you excuse me, if I'm not mistaken, it's about time for this movie to try and be epic again, so I'm gonna go ruin it.
Whoa! Not this guy again.
You're coming with me, Avatar. I will finally present you to my father and restore my honor.
We'll see about that.
Out of my way, Lightning Bender. I have to restore my honor.
Honor, I know. You sound like a broken record. Now go take a walk, whiny McCrybaby. Avatar's mine.
I challenge you to an Agni Kai.
All right, kid. If that's how you want to go about it, but be warned. You duel with me, and I'll make sure you never rise from the ashes of your shame and humiliation.
Dork.
If we do fight, I will enter the Avatar state and destroy you.
Oh, for Godzilla's sake, shut up and do it already.
What did you do to me?
Took your bending away. You don't deserve to be the Avatar.
I don't understand. Zuko and we are two of the most powerful benders in the world. How could you defeat us?
Well, that's just the thing. You're not two of the most powerful benders in the world. You're just cheap, crappy imitations. If I was going up against the real Aang and Zuko, there's no way I would have been able to stand a chance. But you, I knew I could defeat you from the moment I saw the teaser trailer, because you're nothing more than a bad copy. Get out of my sight. Interesting fact, it takes approximately 1 year to produce one episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. The producers of this movie tried to cram 20 episodes into one movie in approximately the same amount of time, so this was doomed from the very beginning. Now, if you need further proof that this was a very bad idea, the creators of the show have publicly disowned the movie and refused to accept it as having any relation to their creation. And I believe that says it all. So that was one busted, thousands more to go. I'm ERod, I'm the Blockbuster Buster.